Hey everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me. My name is Holly. Let's get to it. And um, again, I always like to say this up front. I am an energy reader, old-fashioned psychic medium. And so if you have a different interpretation of the cards, absolutely, you run with whatever works for you. This is a general reading. It will mean different things to different people. But again, please remember, this is a general reading, okay? It cannot apply to everyone. Please do not make it fit. That's just psychic work 101. Do not work to make the information fit what you want, the scenario you want it to fit, or that your client wants it to fit. Take the information on face value, and it is what it is, kind of thing. All right. Now, so yes, I'm still a little winded, but it's okay because I'm getting better, and I have just decided this is now past the point of just being an inconvenience. I'm now pretty darn annoyed with illness, so I'm not having it. Just not going to have it any longer. Hence my Boss Babe mug. So, and also it's iridescent and pink, and that always makes me happy. My sense of smell is coming back too, so that's nice. Not much, but just a little bit there. But by the end of the day, I have decided today is a mind over matter day, as someone pointed out. A good way of putting it. But I have decided that today, we're going to say the end of what would be a work day. So by 5 p.m., I plan to be back on track and completely well. I don't like this. So anyway, all right. Infirmity has lasted for long enough. All right, so let's get to it. What do you say? All right, now, I am using the Pulp Tarot because I had intended to start with something else, but this is the one that jumped out when I do my opening, and just so that you guys understand the process here. I think that's important to know the process. I always ask, make me a conduit, make me the messenger for spirit, help me to understand what is the energy, the vibe, and what does the collective, the majority of the collective need to hear today? What is the message for the collective today? Help me to understand and be able to communicate that to the collective. All right. I feel like we're in for a big one, big reading. Okay. Now, what is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the collective today? Okay. That one was face down on my lap. I don't know what it is yet. What is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the collective today? I just heard, and it's kind of the energy I've been in all day, so I'm trying to decide what is my energy and what is High Priestess on the bottom. Heck yeah, you know you are. Trying to figure out, is this kind of my jaunty energy of, come on, we got to get business, get well, get back on track, or if this is something for the collective. And what I'm hearing is both. There's a tad of each, but it will be for different reasons for those of you out there. For me, it's about wellness. For some of you, it could be. For some of you, it's going to be getting ready to take control and charge of your life in a new way and in a strong way. I'm asking Spirit to help me out, and it's flaring up here. And for those of you, again, the tutorial part of it, if you are clairaudient, and everybody receives different information, everybody receives information differently. For me, it's almost like cabin pressure, like when you feel pressure if you're at a high altitude and you feel like you need to, chew gum or something to make the pressure pop, it's like it builds and builds and builds. So it feels like there's high altitude pressure on this ear when I get information in and when it's coming in psychically. So always get yourself checked out by a doctor, of course, but notice the consistent patterns of your body, because your body is your biggest psychic tool. And that's why when you're sick, or when I'm sick, I get annoyed. So now And they said it's important to say also, not that I'm disparaging anyone who needs to cocoon and take care of themselves. I've been sick my whole life. I've had a lot of different weird health issues. And so I think it's this attitude of, no, not having it. And that's what helps me personally get over it. You do whatever works for you. Okay. Now, they're saying the words that are for the collective in terms of it's getting your energy back. One, so it may be time for an energy retrieval. And that link is, you might have to cut and paste it, is in the channel homepage under the description of the channel. So it might be time for an energy retrieval. And I'm also hearing cut ties and cords with the past, cut ties and cords with people who do not have your best interests at heart. And for the people in situations who only see you as a means to an end and want to use your good nature against you. That's an actual phrase I'm hearing. Use your good nature against you. Be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. That kind of was a little bit yesterday of kind of be aware of your energy. This is the more specific part of that, I guess. There are good people around you. Be aware of that. There are good people. There are good circumstances. There are good situations. So don't throw that old phrase, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, which is kind of a gross phrase, really, but it makes its point. So this is where you have to use your discernment, and you have to think about who shows up when you need them, who comes through when you need them. If you show up for everyone and then only one or two people come through for you, okay. Now, it's not about what people can do for you. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I mean. But I mean, it's a genuine understanding of human nature. Who are the users? Who are the abusers? Who are the compassionate souls who want to help you when you're in your biggest time of need? Or look at you and say, well, you're no good to me right now. And then they go find someone else who will fill that need. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Okay. Now, I feel like that could be work, friendships, romance, family, even. For a whole lot of you, it's even going to be family. And I'm sorry, that really sucks. But that's the reality. So reclaim your energy. And they're saying call back your strength. Call back your strength. Get in control. You take control of your life. Okay? They're showing me a horse, like riding a horse. You would have, I mean, if you're just kind of holding on to the mane and riding that thing bareback, you better know what you're doing. But, and I hate to see a harness and reins on a horse. That bothers me, but that's the image I'm getting. It's the difference. If you are going to ride and really ride a horse and help that horse to understand where you need it to go, you need to be able to grab a hold of reins. Okay, you need to get the reins of your life back. You need to be able to direct your life instead of just willy-nilly holding on for dear life and hoping for the best. That's the image. That's the analogy. Okay, so the horse is basically your life. You get the reins of your life in control. Okay, yeah. I know that felt like I should have another part of that statement, but that's pretty much it. All right, so here are the cards we have. And this is how they came out. We have 3, with the High Priestess on the bottom. Interestingly, with the High Priestess on the bottom, the last card that was face down that landed in my lap, the Magician. All right, so the first card was the 8 of Swords. That is a self-imprisonment. That is fear. May be founded, may not be founded, but one way or the other, you can easily get out of it. Okay, that is someone who, can you see that? She's tied up, but she's in a prison of swords. And like I've said in the past about this card, she's not even really tied up. She's tied herself up or himself up. It's irrelevant gender in this. I mean, this kind of read. This is someone who is so in their head with their own fears. I'm hearing the word regrets. So someone is having a lot of regrets right now. okay? Get out of your head. Stop living in the past. A little tough love coming at you, all right? You are living in your own prison of regret. Someone is. Now, if it's not you, it could be someone connected to you. Again, that family member, friend, partner, whatever. Get out of your head and take the reins of your life in hand. All right, and it makes sense that the next card is the Three of Wands. Stop watching and wishing. If all you do is watch and wish and spy and plan, and what kind of life are you living? You're not. And then the Magician. I feel like this is not my people in the collective. I feel like this is someone you're dealing with, or I feel like this is someone from your past, or I feel like this is a job situation or a family member. I feel like it's a friend or a family member for a whole lot of you. And for a lot of you who might have, I feel like specifically, there may be someone out there who has a cousin who is also a best friend, and there was a falling out or something weird happened. You know what? What are they saying to do about that? Get out of your head and act. If you want to communicate, communicate. If you don't want to communicate, don't. But own it and take control of it. Okay? Now, bottom of the deck and the last card, the High Priestess and the Magician. Well, howdy do, as my friend Brian would say. Okay. You all have that friend that you'd quote because they just come up with so many great phrases. Anyway. So here's the thing. This is you or the person or the situation you're dealing with. Getting out of their head. No. Possibly. There are two ways to read this. This could be, the Magician could be your person or situation getting out of their head. They're going to stop watching, waiting, wishing their life away, and they're going to take action. Now, what kind of person are we dealing with? Is this someone who's going to take a shortcut, or is this someone who's going to dig deep, do the work, and really do a journey of exploration and learn how to be that powerful magician? Okay. It's I'm hearing like alchemy or sorcery, almost like spinning yarn into gold, like a Rumpelstiltskin kind of thing. Oh, yeah. So someone was not showing you their true face. Someone was hiding behind games. Huh. Oh, and the plot thickens. Okay. All right. This is getting interesting. The second read on this. This is the person you or situation, family member, partner, whatever job you're dealing with. But this, on the other hand, the second way to read this is you. You are seeing through the charade. You are seeing through you are seeing that it's not solid gold that you're weaving or that was being woven around you. It's a veneer. But they're trying to sell it to you for the price of gold. And you paid too high a price. This whole Rumpelstiltskin thing is coming up again and again and again. Although, at least with that little thing, he was actually weaving real gold. So there's two situations. One, if someone does try to contact you, it could be that they are telling the same lies they always told. But you have the discernment and the ability to see through it. Okay? You have the ability to see through it entirely. because you have risen to the fully merged masculine and feminine aspects of yourself as the high priestess and the magician. That's one version. I feel like there are two stories and they're overlapping, and so I'm trying to yank them apart so they make sense. You'll know immediately which one fits your situation, if it is your situation. And it may not be. Now, what else is going on here? Yeah, I feel like someone is going to try to feed you a line or feed you a story. Oh, the divert attention and redirect the attention. So someone's going to do. Oh, someone may. Okay, thank you, Spirit. For some of you, this person who is getting out of their head with all of their regrets, who's been watching from a distance. Really unsure even what they are about. It's almost like they've created a persona, but it's not the real person. You are at a point where you are going to see so clearly through this. Just like in the fairy tale with Rumpelstiltskin, you're going to know his name, the real name. You're going to know the real story. You're going to know the real, ooh, I'm hearing down low. Someone may not have been who they said they are. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Oh. All right. Now, use your discernment, because you will see through lies, stories being woven, and I feel like this person who knows you watch, this may be enough to even keep them from darkening your door again, because they will know that you know. Because I'm telling you, you'll know. Wow, this is a heavy one. Heavy. But in the darker aspects of the magician, if it's this other situation, friend, person, whatever, they're not to be trusted. I don't feel that. Now, the other read for this is if this is you and your part in this situation, it means that you have the discernment and the ability to see the truth and know it and trust it. So know what you're getting. I'm also going back to the read that included a cousin. And you two were like best friends for a long time. I think the falling out happened. I'm seeing a purse and I'm hearing the word purse. So I think there may have been either someone may have taken, there may have been someone who took something from you, someone who, yeah, it feels like a theft of some kind. Overstepped a boundary and took something that belonged to you. Because that's what it's almost like digging through someone's purse. A woman's purse is really personal. You know, that's a personal thing. And that's where we keep our whole little world, okay? A wallet for a man, or if a man carries a backpack or a crossbody or whatever, you do you. You know what? That's big stuff, okay? So if you go digging around in someone's pocketbook without permission, you just be ready for what you're going to find. Well, this person, I feel like it's a cousin, I feel like they stole from you. I don't know what it is. I think that they're feeling down. That's like the third or fourth version of this reading now. But I feel like they are not sure that you know, but they have a feeling you know, because you never completely confronted them about it. If you let that person back into your life, just lock up the valuables when they come over. Okay? All right. For the friend or partner from the past, they could go 50-50 whether they reach out or not, because I have a feeling some of them will. They'll try it because they're that arrogant. Some of them are truly on the down low. Some of them do not want to admit who they really are, but see you as a means to an end. And some of them really do have remorse and regrets, but I don't feel like they've changed. They will try to put on a glitzy, like magic show, pull a rabbit out of a hat. I've changed, see? No, not really. But you, as the magician and the high priestess, will be able to see right through it. Okay, so that's that. Now, I am going to use a brand new deck. A friend of mine sent me a card and a beautiful little crystal pendant that I will wear the next time I'm on. I'm going to put it on my table so I have it here. And it's, she sent me a card with it, and it was just so, oh, lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. And it's a deck that does not have, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Yep. Okay. So, it doesn't have a book because the messages are all written out on the back. An artist created these cards. And so, but she sent it to me, and I thought, oh my gosh, those are beautiful and meaningful and wonderful. And thank you, Rachel. So, the card deck this is the pocket edition, so I ordered them. It's Beyond Lemuria Oracle Cards by Izzy Ivy. Just awesome name anyway. Izzy Ivy. I love her name. That's the creator, that's the artist. So, that's what we're going to end with. Now, remember how I kept saying, take the reins of your life, reclaim your energy, reclaim your strength, call your energy back to you? Well, I opened the deck to the middle, and guess what card I saw? First of all, it's this one. Isn't that a beautiful image? And you can read so much into that image. Look at all those arms reaching out to call back your energy. And the name of the card, let me hold it up really closely here for just a second. I know, trim her a little bit. Reclaim your energy. Excuse me, hold on. All right. Warm fluids always help. All right. Reclaim your energy. Seriously. All right. And this is the deck, so there are quite a few cards. Our energy is our responsibility, and how we give it away becomes a conscious choice as we step into empowerment. And yes, it is possible to restore the fragments of self we give away before we come to this awareness. You have the power to own your energy and choose where you direct it. If you are not at your optimal vibration, consider the core of why this may be. Detach from depleting influences and boost positivity. It is up to you to make the shift. Transform your life by choosing healing and self-empowerment. Kickstart the upward spiral to abundant energy and soul presence. When I read Kickstart the Upward Spiral, I actually saw the word superimposed on that of Kundalini. So that Kundalini energy rising up through the chakras. If you haven't balanced your chakras, on the community page on my channel homepage, I did put a link to a 15-minute chakra balancing, like singing bowl meditation. It's 15 minutes, and I love it. I always get a lot of good downloads and stuff when I do that. All right, so what was I saying? This sums up this entire reading, basically, the beginning of it. calling back your energy, detach from depleting influences, boost positivity, choose life, choose healing, choose to kickstart yourself and take control of your seat of power. Okay. And then the one right under it was trust your inner sense. And that is the Magician card and the High Priestess card for you. Sometimes it can be hard to decipher between intuition and what your mind is telling us. Here's the card. Stories, projections, or fear can arise under the guise of intuition. To distinguish truthful inner guidance from paranoia or fear, same thing, we must return to innocence, to our purest essence. Trust your body. Here we have access to the truth of our being. Honesty is more than not lying to yourself. It is also about not withholding and having deep transparency within yourself. Admit what you want, admit what you need. Recently, I've been guilty of not stating directly, thinking it's up to me to take care of everything alone. People should just be able to read my mind, know what I need. Well, sometimes we have to speak directly. No, I don't need you to do that. Here's what I actually need, or here's what I want as opposed to need. But what I do need help with is this. Okay? People want to follow through, I think, for the most part, if they're there for with the right intentions. But you have to let people know. It is also about not withholding and having deep transparency within yourself. Learn to trust and be absolutely honest with yourself. In your heart of hearts, you hold the answers. Notice the first thoughts you have before you second guess yourself. Listen and honor those. Okay, and going along with that, a practice that you can do. I am a big Mel Robbins fan, Robbins. She has podcasts and books and a ton of stuff. I don't know her, but I'm one of those fans that just watches all her stuff. So I am giving credit where credit is due. Okay. You see a lot of people put out videos about the let them theory. Well, she did that. As far as I know, I don't think anyone else did it before her, but they're not giving credit. So I'm giving credit. So with that, don't second guess yourself. That is definitely inspiration coming. Now, I'm not talking about to go like do something felonious. Come on, get real, y'all. But, and you wouldn't, but I know there's some other person out there who just likes to watch Forgot Your Moments and whatever. But to my wonderful collective, for you all, with the Mel Robbins thing that goes along with that is the 5-second rule. And she's got the free YouTube, it's like a visual podcast that she puts out. So I guess it's a vlog then. I don't know what it is now. I don't know what the language is for it. But anyway, so about the 5-second rule, I have done that. And it's so simple. And she's right. It is so simple. It's stupid simple. She is absolutely right. However, it is effective. Okay. Watch it. Learn about it. I love it. And that's another thing that you can do. And she goes into a much bigger explanation. So anyway, and you don't have to buy anything to do it. Okay. All right. So I know I'm going a mile a minute. I'm trying to get everything in. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the well wishes. Thank you for the suggestions. Again, I am I'm a little winded. So, but that's okay. It's all part of it, and I'm fine. So, take care of yourselves. Call your energy back, call your strength back, call your power back, and be honest with yourself. What is it that you want? What is it that you need? And are you getting it? If not, just declaring out loud, I know what I want. I know what I need. Because sometimes they're two different things. Dream big, you all. Maybe that's the mug I should have picked. I have one that says dream big. So dream big. Dream big for yourself. This is your life. Make sure you live it fully. Okay? All right. I'm sending love to everyone. Thank you for being here. And have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday.